Jutting out into the Atlantic Ocean at the point on the African continent which is the closest to the United States rests the city of Dakar. Its beautiful coastline betrays the semi-arid conditions of much of the country of 8 million people. When the Portuguese first landed at Almadies, a present-day Dakar landmark, they were surprised to be approached by Lebu fishermen who skillfully maneuvered a long canoe over the surf to greet them. As he walked by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Immediately they left their nets and followed him. The Ile de Gorée is located 2 miles out into the Atlantic. It is from this rock outcrop that some 20 million West Africans were sent into slavery, mostly to South America. Brazil, for example, lies just 1,600 miles from Dakar. 5 million died before they reached their destination. So many black people have suffered on this island. So many eyes have gazed back at the brooding hump of black basalt, their last image of Africa. That Gorée belongs in a powerful way to the entire black diaspora. And Jesus said, "Go and make disciples of all nations. Preach the good news. Baptize them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Teach them to obey." And Jesus' last command, "Do not leave Jerusalem until you receive power from the Holy Spirit." The first celebration of baptism by the United Methodist Church in the Atlantic Ocean took place in January of 1998. Since that time, we have witnessed the baptism of some 200 children and adults, including the latest at Nobadan, where a specially constructed cruciform baptismal served to immerse new believers into Jesus' death and raised to new life in his name. The missionary staff for the past 4 years has been comprised of the Reverend Nkemba Njungu, head of mission, an ordained member of the Southern Congo Annual Conference, and Buizu Njungu, his wife, Sebastian and Karen Ujere, and Mavis and me. The first United Methodist Church was chartered on Pentecost Sunday, 1998. Since that time, 13 other preaching points have been established. Meet Pastor Ndeki and the congregation of San Luis. The youth choir is a vibrant presence in worship. The lay leader works in the boys' prison. Pastor Valentin Iloga is an accomplished musician in the Chez congregation. Alice Mendy is the president of the United Methodist Young Adults. Damiana Gomez is involved in the women's prison ministry. Meet Pastor Jata and Numo of the Kaolak Church. Numo works in the wellness program. The Children's Sunday School provides a biblical drama each Sunday. Meet Reverend Njungu and Pastors Emmanuel and Etienne from the fastest growing circuit in Chadjai. This congregation evangelized surrounding villages through biblical study and vacation Bible schools. In the beginning, the churches gathered under trees. The choir sang from the back of the pickup. This year, 2 churches were built. Note, circuit bicycle rider Pierre Taghi, our newest fellowship, started 3 months ago with 4 families. Pastor Joseph Bleck of the Wolof-speaking congregation in Dakar was married last year to Paulette, a Muslim convert. The Sunday school children are preparing for school. Marietu Ka does prison ministry as well as leads worship for an emerging congregation. Pastor Daniel Norvor leads an English-speaking West African congregation in Dakar. They have an active United Methodist women's group. Pastor Jerome Bacco of the Mbour Circuit has been instrumental in starting 2 satellite congregations, Pointe Soren and Luli. The annual Sunday School Bible Camp and the One Great Day of United Methodist Singing was held at Mbour. We have just seen the fruits of the first 2 goals of the General Board of Global Ministries for the Senegal Mission Initiative. First of all, witness to the gospel for initial decisions to follow Jesus. Secondly, strengthen, develop, and renew Christian congregations. Let us now take a brief look at the service component of the Senegal Mission Initiative. Goal number 3, alleviate human suffering. And 4, seek justice, freedom, and peace. John Wesley mandated that every pastor be involved in prison ministry.
Ndeye Fatou Diouf is the coordinator of the prison ministry. She is a person in mission in the United Methodist Church. The work began 6 years ago, and we now work in 5 different prisons in Senegal, prisons for minors and prisons for women. The original United Methodist prison team had 2 Christian women and 2 Muslim women working together in a ministry of reconciling the prisoners back into their homes after they are released from prison. The United Methodist Church helps provide a shelter for young girls who are thrown out of their homes. Perhaps they are pregnant or on drugs or living on the street. The staff works with the families, offers literacy classes, and provides medical care and counseling. We have opened 2 feeding centers in affiliated churches, feeding children at risk, ages 1 to 5. This is led by Mbwizu Njungu. The health staff, including Dr. Bashir, visits each congregation every month to provide health resources.
The metalworking shop has been in operation for 7 years. It has primarily been involved in the construction of fitness equipment for the 5 fitness centers currently in operation. Alassane Jallo and Ousmane Diop not only manage the shop, but provide management expertise for the fitness centers, which provide employment for some 20 workers. The staff has also provided leadership for the construction of 5 church structures, which have been built over the last 2 years. Senegalese are fitness fanatics. It was out of that awareness that the first fitness center was opened 5 years ago. It currently has over 100 clients a day and has anchored the establishment of 4 other centers. The monthly revenues from the centers is between $1,200 and $1,500, which not only pays staff, operating costs, and rent, but provides capital for expansion as well. Musa Jugal is a fitness trainer who is also a nationally known traditional wrestler. Creating jobs for women means training in literacy, in managing money, and marketing. Sebastian Ujere leads this work for empowerment in the informal economic sector.
Rama Fall directs 2 sewing centers. She facilitates 400 women in microcredit associations, which last year paid back 100% of their loans, totaling $80,000. 24 women used rooftop gardening technology to grow 10 tons of vegetables to feed their families. As missionaries for the United Methodist Church, we were sent to Senegal to establish the church. You have journeyed with us through the drama of baptism, church planting, pastoral training, Sunday schools, United Methodist Women, youth associations. You have seen evidence of the ministries of service ranging from prisons to fitness centers, nutrition programs, microcredit, and rooftop gardens.
During the past 2 years, we have built 5 church structures. We began with a tent-like structure and continued with hangar-type structures, blending the buildings into the environment with the use of bamboo thatched walls. In the next 2 years, we will build 2 urban churches using African tabernacle materials currently in storage. The Reverend Njungu has been the driving force behind the church planting efforts in Senegal. We encourage your consideration of the Njungus for a covenant relationship. Beyond that, it is hoped that you will also consider developing a sister church relationship with one of the United Methodist churches in Senegal.